an effort to rank everything that makes Supernatural supernatural, I am back at it with another ranking video. And today we're ranking all of the angels. Well, almost all of the angels. Okay, most of the relevant angels. We're ranking most of the relevant angels in Supernatural. But before that, really quick, if you're new here, hi, I'm Navya. This is my fangirl diary. YouTube is where I do my long form stuff, but there's also a whole bunch of short form stuff if that's your thing. And, join along, follow along for all the fun. Also, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up that's in the pipeline that I'm really excited to share with all of you, so make sure that you're following along. Let's get right into it. So to start off with, the very, very, very first angel on this list is Michael. And not just any Michael, the Adam version of Michael, because I know there are a lot of different versions of Michael, but I think the Adam version of Michael is the most Michael. Because yes, there's like the Dean version of Michael, and then there's the evil, like, alternative version of Michael. But let's keep it simple. Let's stick to the Adam version of Michael. The OG Michael, if you will. Okay, so we're J. Cable fans here, and I really like J. Cable's portrayal of Michael. But it's nothing too good or bad. Like, it's kind of middle of the road, I feel, with Michael. Because yes, we have like the evil versions of Michael who are just unbearable. But with J. Cable's Michael, it's kind of like he could land on either side, or with like the Adam Michael, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in a solid B. Like, let's just start there, middle of the road. Let's kick it off there. Okay, next up we've got Balthazar. I really love Balthazar. This is such a good character. Big fans of Sebastian here. Yeah, I mean, I'm leaning towards, like, because it's definitely not a B, C, or a D, so I'm leaning towards A or S, but I wouldn't go so far to put him in S. So A seems like a good fit. He's just such chaos energy. I absolutely love him. Okay, next up, now we're getting a little bit into villainy territory with Zachariah. I hate Zachariah. Oh my god, he's such a good villain, but also, oh my god, so annoying. C or a D. Don't want to go so far as to put him in D. I mean, he was a pretty, like, villainy villain. Yeah, okay, D. Let's put him in D. Okay, coming up next on the docket is Hannah. I really did like Hannah. I know people don't really like her because of her relationship with Cass. But I thought she was kind of cool. I don't think she's in the same category as Michael, but she also can't be in C because that feels too harsh. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in B. Hannah gets a B. Okay, next up we have Gadriel. I really like Gadriel. Is so misunderstood. I think I said this in my, like, character ranking, but Gadriel is just so misunderstood. And I feel like everyone's so harsh on him. I feel bad for him the entire time he's in the show. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in A because I really liked him quite a bit. He seemed a little bit like a lost puppy. Okay, coming up next we have Lucifer, and this is where things get a little tricky because Lucifer is obviously extremely entertaining to watch, while also being extremely villainy. Like, there's high key villain energy here. It's not even anti-hero energy. It's just pure chaos, pure evil. I mean, not evil, but villainy. I mean, he's entertaining to watch. I mean, I have to put him in like an A or B. He's not my favorite. So I'm gonna put him in B. But I can see why people enjoy Lucifer because I enjoyed watching Lucifer on screen. Coming up next, we have Uriel. Again, like, more sort of continuing in this, like, path of, like, villainy, anti-hero-esque angels. I feel like we see Uriel in the past as well as we see him in, like, the present. And I think he really embodies what angels are supposed to be, which is, like, very much like soldiers following direct orders and not really straying from the path that's set out for them. So can't hate on Uriel too much for doing what he's, like, designed to do. I guess when we compare him to, like, our first sort of interaction with an angel that's Cass, and we'll obviously get to Cass because Cass deserves his moment in the sun. But coming back to Uriel, I feel like when we compare the two of them together, because we really often see them as a compare and a contrast, Uriel seems real annoying. But I think it's not so much, like, I just think well, Cass deviated from the path, and Uriel just stayed on the path, and you can't hate him too much for doing the thing that he's designed to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in a C. It's respectable for like a less likable character. We've got Naomi. I have so many thoughts about this character because I feel like Naomi kind of feels so one dimensional almost, because yes, she has a plan and she's trying to like sort of revive heaven back to its former glory, but at the same time, um she also is just kind of villainy. Like she's just evil. There's a lot of stuff that she's doing that she's just doing for the sake of, because she wants to. Um, so I'm not really sure where that leaves her. She's definitely not in the first three, so she has to be in the last two. There's nothing too redeeming about her character. I'm gonna have to put her in a D with Zachariah. She's just annoying. Very like uni note. Though, I mean, she does have sort of a second act kind of a arc for her character, which might bump her up to a C, because, like, at that point, there's, like, basically no angels left, and she's still trying, and I guess she does get points for that. So I guess I'm gonna push her up to a C. Yeah, I'm gonna push her up to a C. I feel like Zachariah is in a league of his own, and it's the worst league. Let's come to Anna. We're big Julie McNeeman fans here as well. I love Anna. Where should she go? I obviously I love her, and I feel like there are instances where she's a little misguided. But I think if Gadriel is an A, then Anna should also be in A. So yeah, I think they're both kind of at par. Okay, now coming to like our final five, which is I think everyone's like the angels that everyone has the most opinions on. We got Metatron first. Metatron is so controversial. He's such a polarizing character. I mean, Curtis Armstrong, phenomenal acting. Like no, like kudos to like everything that he represented, going from like I'm God's scribe to like I'm gonna be the new God. Like that whole trajectory is just amazing, and the writers worked very well with him to like make this character like just a standout character. But where does that leave him ranking wise? I feel like all things considered, he's a very well written character. Like I know he's like very hateable, but he's also so interesting and rich as a character, and you can't put him in a B, C, or a D, because he's just too interesting and he drives the plot for. He's like way too important for the plot. And even like at the end when he likes, well, not at the end, but like even in like season 11 where he brings in where he comes back to like Chuck and he tries to like get him to like he basically becomes his editor. That's all great stuff. Like Curtis Armstrong again pulls it off completely. So I think that leaves Metatron in at the very least A, if not S. So I'm gonna put him in an A for now, and then let's see if we want to reorder some of this stuff. Okay, Gabriel. Huge Gabriel fans here as well. I mean, I love Gabriel. I love Gabriel. My favorite episode is Changing Channels. So yes, I absolutely love Gabriel. S tier, no question. Okay, Anail. I love Danielle. Like, how can you not love Danielle? She's so freaking awesome. I mean, okay, I know how you can not love Danielle because I saw Danielle first in like One Tree Hill, and she was not my favorite. But then I saw her in like Supernatural, and she instantly skyrocketed for me. And I also saw some of like her con stuff and just her interactions with people, and she's so cool. I love her. I also love her portrayal of Anail, or Sister Joe. She does a great job. A, like a solid A here. Nothing more to say. Okay, Jack. I love Jack. Oh, Jack is such a baby. So much fun to watch. I know that people feel different things about Jack's character because I know some people don't like the path he went down, but like, let's remember this kid is basically an orphan. And he doesn't really have any strong sort of parental figures protecting him. And he may look 20, but he is too. So keeping all, I mean, I love Jack. Jack is S tier for me. No questions asked. And Cass, oh my god, I am a Cass girl. I absolutely love Cass. Cass has my whole heart. Cass is my like all-time favorite character. I mean S tier. Like this is not even a question. Okay, well, there you have it, but I think I want to make some changes. So I kind of want to bring Metatron up to the S tier because I do feel like Metatron's really important. I think I'm also going to bring Anail up to the S tier because she is good chaos and she's like good chaos energy. So yeah, she causes a lot of problems for a lot of people, but it's very entertaining to watch her do that. In fact, in many ways, it's like more entertaining to watch her do that than it is with like Lucifer, because Lucifer is cool and all, but not. I mean, I feel like we're not playing in the same leagues. That said, I feel like Lucifer should not be in the B tier. Lucifer should at least be in the A tier because he really is a great character as well. So I'm gonna bring Lucifer up as well. Um, and yeah, that leaves Adam and Hannah in B, like middle of the road. Uriel and Naomi in C, and Zachariah in D. Which I'm like, again, Zachariah is alone in his quest to be annoying. This is my final ranking, I think. I'm happy with the switches that I made. I do think Metatron, Anael, Gabriel, Jack, and Cass are like the best angels on the show. I think they're also probably the most like longer running ones. Except Anael, because I don't think we see Danielle that much. But when we do see Danielle, it's like really nice. She's a breath of fresh air. She's amazing. I think one of my favorite scenes of hers is when it's just her and Dean. And just seeing their chemistry on screen is just fabulous. No notes. And yeah, Balthazar, Gadriel, Anna, and Lucifer are very, very close seconds. So that's my final ranking. Tell me below if you agree and let me know your thoughts. And if I missed any angels, because I know that I picked the ones that were the most prominent in the show and the ones that people remembered the most afterwards. But if you have a favorite angel that's not on this list, let me know. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting. And I will see you next week.